Hello guys, and welcome to the first video of the arithmetic chapter for Year 11 Mathematics. We're focusing today on using index laws. Now, this should be revision for most of you. However, in saying that, guys, these questions can be tricky. Don't feel bad if you make a mistake, because it happens all the time. Alright, we start off our first question, which is m to the power of 9 times m to the power of 7 divided by m to the power of 2. This is the first index law that you learn. The fact is that if you have the same base, you're multiplying different terms that have the same base, you just add the powers, or add the indices. So, to answer this question, simply put, we just need to get m that has a base, or the base is m, the power is going to be 9 plus 7, and when it's divided by 2, m to the power of 2, it's negative. So you go 9 plus 7 minus 2, that is 14. The answer is m to the power of 14. Okay, so that was pretty easy. When we come over to this next question over here, so we'll call this question number 2. 2y to the power of 4 to the power of 3. Now guys, there's a couple of ways of looking at this question. I might just do this the long way first. 2y to the power of 4 times 2y to the power of 4 times 2y to the power of 4. Does this look familiar? Well, it should. It's the same as 2y to the power of 4 cubed, because there's 3 of them. Now the thing that I need you to remember is that 2, 2 and 2 multiply with each other 3 times, it would become 2 to the power of 3. And if you use your index rules here for the 4s, we're going to go 4 plus 4 plus 4, and we all know that 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 4 times 3. And that's where we get the rule that we multiply powers when there's brackets. Okay, so I might get rid of that. Where is my button to get rid of that? Oh, no, I can't get rid of that. So, there's another way that we can do this question. We can just go 2 to the power of 3 times by y, and we go 4 times 3, and that gives you 12. Y to the power of 12. The final answer is 8y to the power of 12. Okie dokie. Alright, they were the first 2 questions done. Alright, so I'll shove these out of the way, and then we'll get started on the good ones, the harder ones. Okay, using index laws. Now guys, in case you're wondering, all of these questions would be simplify. When we're asked to simplify, we have been asked to leave it in the simplest terms possible, to get rid of any multiplication signs that are unnecessary, and sometimes that just means, now if I was simplifying, say a times b. If someone asked you to simplify that, what would you do? Well, you just write it as ab. It's as simple as that. Okay, question 3. We have y to the power of 6 to the power of 3 times y to negative 4 over y to the power of 5. Alright, so the best way to solve these questions is to do them piecemeal. Piecemeal meaning bit by bit. So I'm going to leave y to the power of 5 at the bottom. I'm going to leave y to the power of negative 4 over here. I'm going to deal with the first part, this part here. Y to the power of 6 to the power of 3. Once again, we multiply the powers here, so we have y to the power of 18. Alrighty. So now I'm going to work out what's on the top of my fraction. So I'm going to leave y to the power of 5 at the bottom. Y to the power of 18 times y to the power of negative 4. Negative 4. Now, when we multiply terms that have the same base, we add the powers. Now, what's 18 plus minus 4? Well, that's the same as 18 take away 4. So it is y to the power of 14. Okay, little side note here. This thing is the same as y to the power of 14 divided by, I'm not even going to say divided by y to the power of 5, because you know it is. The actual thing that I'd like you to realise is that this is the same as y to the power of 14 times y to the power of negative 5. So, remember that 1 over y to the power of 5 is the same as y to the power of -5. Negative indices means that we put things as denominators. Okie dokie. However, we don't really need to do that because it's actually easier to just say 5 of these taken away from 14 of those, leave 9. So the answer is y to the power of 9. And there's your answer. Okay, and I'll just get rid of this stuff so that we have room to move. And the final question. If x is equal to 2 over 3, y is equal to 1 over 9, find the value of x cubed, y squared, x, y to the power of 5. Once again, guys, we are doing this piecemeal. We are working out, or we're going to simplify the algebraic problem first before we get to the number problem. Okie dokie, so simplifying this, one of these x's gets rid of one of these x's, so we have with 2 of them up top. 2 of these y's get rid of 2 from down here, and we're left with 3 down the bottom. So to simplify that, we have x to the power of 2 over y to the power of 3. Alrighty. We can now begin to substitute in the values. So we have 2 over 3 all squared over 1 over 9, and that is cubed. And I'm going to need a bit more space to answer this question. So my answer is going to be 2 to the power of 2. Okay, well that's 4. Over 3 to the power of 2, that's 9. Over 1 to the power of 3, and that's 1. Over 9 to the power of 3. And in this case, guys, I'm just going to leave it as 9 to the power of 3. Just because I know I have a 9 up the top. Make things a bit simpler, I can write 4 divided by 9. And then 1 divided by 9 to the power of 3. Alright, so here's something that I'd like you, it might be a bit tricky if you understand, but bear with me. Okay, so are you keeping your eyes on the divided by 9 there, at the top of our numerator? Keep your eyes on it, keep your eyes on it. What's going to happen? I want to cross that out, I want to put times by 9 in place as a denominator. Okay, hope we got that. Now, I'd like you to keep your eyes on this, divided by 9 to the power of 3. Okay, what's going to happen to it? Can you guess? Get rid of that. Times by 9 to the power of 3. Okay, I hope we got that. Going on now to answer this question. Now I can cancel out one of these 9s here for one of these 9s there, leaving me with 2 9s. I have 4 times 9 squared over 1. Okay, so calculators out maybe. If you don't have a calculator, you can still do this. 9 squared is 81. 4 times 81 is going to be 324. 224 over 1 is 324. And there's our answer. Thanks for listening.